by us talking about 3-4 teams that we like to win the Super Bowl, where we think bets that hold a little bit of value at this juncture? Or are we venturing into Kostos territory?
Would you like to explain what that is?
Well, we talked about it many times on the show, but sure, I will. It seems most weeks he has an addition to a Super Bowl pick. Lately, it's been Kansas City. He's Jim Fossiled it, according to him. Chips in the middle of the table. But we've heard the same thing about other teams. So if we're rattling off 3-4 bets, we're not telling you to bet all of them. We're just giving you ideas that we think hold some value. I think some we like more than others because we're not going to we don't want to end up with too many teams at the very end. You've got to take a stand at some point, or just, otherwise just bet every team and you think you're going to win in the end. Okay, good luck with that. And you can run around town and you can post it on social media and say that you had the winning Super Bowl pick. But you've got to take a stand at some point. And it's difficult in sports like golf, where you have so many different golfers and you could make a case for so many people, but you do have to take stands on this stuff. So I'm just asking, I want to be careful not to do that, not to say that, between us, we talk about like 8 different teams in this segment and then we're not really taking a stand.
I'll couch it this way. I have one Super Bowl pick. I'm a sheet of integrity guy. I fill out one bracket in March Madness, not 10, one. I make one Super Bowl pick. That's the Buffalo Bills. I made that pick back in August. But for the entertainment purposes of this segment, these are bets to consider right now given the prices. That's how I view the exercise. If I was naked on this market, which I'm not, I have Buffalo and I feel good about my 7-1 position, what would I be looking at? I'm not adding all 3 of these teams. I don't suddenly like 4 teams to win the Super Bowl. For the power ranking purposes of this segment, if I didn't have a bet right now, here are the 3 teams I would make. Let me also start by saying I didn't put Buffalo in because I already have Buffalo. So I did this in a weird way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, I'm not putting Buffalo on there at plus 450. I tried to get a good number on 3 teams. Yeah, I mean, it's an exercise in trying to find the right team at the right price. Yeah. And that's how I sort of perceived it, and that's what we're going to do. Again, I'm not saying go bet all 3 of these teams, but these are the 3 that I would consider given the current price. Let me go 3-1.
Let me just also say, like, we're obviously having fun with Nick. Nick is like, we can play the clip. It's pretty funny. He's all in on Kansas City.
I'm going all in. Taking the chips, and those sons of bitches are going to the middle of the table. Sunday Night Football this week. The Chiefs host the Detroit Lions. The Chiefs are going to win on Sunday night and are going to score 35 points in the process. And when that happens, Kansas City will be 3-3. They are about to rain hellfire and brimstone down on everybody. 10-1 to win the Super Bowl. 5-1 to win the AFC. Plus 185 to win the AFC West. Like Jim Fossil 25 years ago. I am all in.
Okay.
So no Green Bay, no Washington, no Cincinnati. This is it. He's Chiefs. Chiefs Island. Sorry, Paul went to Chiefs Island yesterday on our show.
Yeah, I got there first. But
you got there? So he joined you. Like, he was reaching out to get onto the island. Like, there was this big step he had to make, and you pulled him on, or no? Or did you push him in the ocean?
There's only
one hitting with the oar, pushing him
There's
back.
only one raft.
No. There were multiple entries to the island. There are multiple ports.
Who's eating who?
No. I heard we could only afford one raft. There's only one.
No, yeah. You know what? I texted Nick yesterday. Chiefs, handshake emoji. So maybe this is like when Sting turned on the white NWO and joined the Wolfpack. Maybe now it's me and Kostos. I don't know. I will say this. I was texting a guy I know who's like,
we're not taking Zimmerman. We're not taking him.
I texted the squares better. I know he's always a money line parlay guy, like 5 of them, like big favorites. Always betting those. I was like, All right, maybe if you want to skip a money, like one of your big money line parlays this week, Chiefs at 10-1's not a bad idea to consider. Do that instead. He goes, I think their time is up. I was like, hell yeah. Hell yes, you do. Square's better, I know.
Their time is up. Okay, because they lost a few one-score games. All right, go ahead, Sam. Where you got number 3?
So, look, the Chiefs could win Sunday and still not win the Super Bowl. Anyways, all right. So the first team that I looked at, you have to get here if you don't believe in the Chiefs in the macro, and that's the Denver Broncos. Now, my calculus has changed because the Chargers are just decimated by injuries. I really liked a lot of what they did this offseason. I love the draft pick. I love them having Slater and Alt on the bookends on the O-line, but everybody's hurt. So when everybody's hurt and the quarterback just gets teed off on week after week after week, that can't last. So some are going to go to the Kansas City raft. I'm going to go to the Denver side and believe in that defense. That was a very impressive win going into Philly. I thought when they went for 2, man, that was like, holy cow. Sean Payton's going for the win here in Philly. He's going for it. I think that was a huge moment for that team. And, okay, the Chiefs are 10-1 to win the Super Bowl. The Broncos are double, 22-1 at BetMGM. I think given the way that they're coached, the way that their offense has grown, they've got a bunch of speed. The O-line looks good. And defensively, you mentioned Nick Bonito. Bonito's unbelievable. You got Surtain locking down the number 1 receiver. This team has the sauce, and I think they can make a run. And again, Kansas City's 10-1, Denver's 22-1. So I went there. Number 2, offensive and defensive line-wise, there are not many teams in the league better than the Rams, especially on the defensive side of the ball. And I think a lot of people thought, well, the defense can't be that good again. Well, it might be better this year. Their front 7, I would put up against basically anybody in the NFC right now. The way that they've drafted and developed, and then you get Stafford, a guy who's done it before, who's won it before, Nakua, Devontae Adams. Hopefully Kyron Williams can hold on to the football. That remains to be seen. But the McVay-Stafford combination and the price, again, 17-1. The number 1 team, though, would be the Lions. I talked about this a couple weeks ago. I was warming to the idea of Detroit. You talk to some Vegas guys, they say Detroit's the best team in the league. We'll see. We're always prisoners of the moment in this racket. But my preseason prediction was Buffalo over San Francisco. Because of the Niners' injuries, I've been trying to look in a different direction on the NFC side of the bracket, and I've landed on Detroit. I'm not a big Campbell guy, but this year I am. Not a big Goff guy, but this year I am. They're streamlining the ball to their best players. And defensively, there's no way they can be as unhealthy as they were last postseason when they were just crushed by injuries. I like what I see from Detroit. And if they win on Sunday night, if they do, we're going to be hearing it all week next week. Oh, Detroit's a team to beat. So I want to get ahead of that today.
All right. Very good. Broncos 22, Rams 17, Detroit Lions at 7. Those are Sam's 3 Super Bowl bets that you can consider making today. So I mentioned that there are 2 shorter teams that I like, and then there are 2 long shots, but that's 4, and we've got 3 spots. So this is a bit challenging. Number 3, here's where I'm going. I want to talk about jumping on a team before a move, before a big win. That's what I want to do with the Seattle Seahawks. Before they go to Jacksonville and win this weekend, I want to take Seattle at 50-1. I trust the defense, and I think I was wrong on Darnold. Every week so far, he's impressed me a little bit more. And so now we're at a sample size of, okay, all of last year and into this year. You look at what he's done with Seattle. And yeah, JSN helps, and the run game at times certainly helps, but it's all coming together for Seattle. Like, this is a team that for some reason people don't want to talk about, maybe because they're the 3rd team in the division. Because you're dealing with San Francisco, LA Rams, as Sam mentioned. People forget about them. You get a big number. You get a number of 50-1. So I'm there with Seattle. Before I go to number 2, let me just throw out in that same vein an honorable mention. Another team that is also 50-1 that I was very close on getting, but they're on bye this week. I'm not going to worry about, obviously, results this week, so I can hold off on this. The two teams I like that are long shots are playing each other next week on Monday Night Football. Seattle and Houston. Houston's a team that I'm keeping a close eye on. Very similar situations. They are also the third team in their division. Nobody's paying attention to them. Indianapolis, all the talk, and now Jacksonville after Monday night. Watch out for the Texans. Both of these teams, outstanding defenses. I worry about the offensive lines. I get that. When you're at 50-1, you're going to have a lot of issues there. But keep a close eye on the Texans. We know about the bad start, but things are starting to turn on for them. So keep an eye. I know soft opponents, played the Ravens at the right time. I get all of it. Just keep a close eye on them. There's value there. So I'm going Seattle 50-1 at number 3. Everything we've talked about in this segment has me concerned. Don't care. When I was looking yesterday at the Super Bowl odds, this is the first thing that jumped out to me. It's the Chiefs. It's the Chiefs.
All in?
Right. And Rice is suspended for one more week. We saw what happened when Worthy came back. In his 7 touches, leads the team rushing and receiving. Now, 7 touches this past week with Worthy, not as impactful. He's dealing with the ankle. I'm not saying I'm all in, but if I'm making one bet with an AFC team, this is the team. This is it. If I told you before the year, all right, you're getting the Chiefs at 10-1, I think you're jumping. And now they've lost a few close games. They've showed that they're a little normal, but still Mahomes is turning it on, and he's looking like that top-notch quarterback we know. Man, when they have Worthy and Rice healthy, and Kelsey was contributing on Monday night, it's going to be a dangerous offense. The only question you have is about that defense, but I go Chiefs 10-1. I couldn't put him number 1. I had to put him number 2. Partly because of everybody jumping on them right now, apparently. The other part, Sam, is because we agree the top spot belongs to the Detroit Lions. They look like the best team in football right now. I saw it 8-1 out there this morning. And what do you know? I mentioned my long shots. Next week, they play each other. Well, Sunday night, the short shots are playing each other with the Chiefs and the Lions. So there's going to be value, especially on the loser of that game. Can't wait to watch this game last night. But I'm going 1 Lions. Can't believe I said that. 2 Chiefs. 3 Seahawks. The Texans get an honorable mention as a long shot.
So if you follow this chronologically, Kostos takes Paul's sloppy seconds, and then you take Paul's. No, hold on. I just butchered that. Paul went first, then Kostos, then you. So you get sloppy thirds on KC?
I didn't give a lightning bet or anything. But I did bring them up yesterday at 10-1. Did I not? No? I didn't?
Maybe.
Okay. I thought
it's not as funny if you did, though.
We say a lot for 3 hours. I don't like it. Like,
all in.
I didn't say that. Not saying that. Please take that off.